Harrison joining us now. We have seen this video, Scott. You have spoken to this gentleman right here. My apologies to him. I was told he was 71 years old, 70 years old young. So he talked to you earlier, and I think we were all saying when we saw him getting out of the car and the first time we watched that video, everybody was yelling, no, don't do it. But then you see more of the video and you realize dry ground was just right there. I mean, I don't know that I wouldn't have tried to get out as well.
Yeah. I think that's the natural instinct, and you guys have been talking about that all evening. And Glenn Dotson said now, in retrospect, he knows he should have stayed in his car, but all he could think of was just getting out of there. It's just a natural fear that you have. 70-year-old Glenn Dotson is that man we've been seeing all evening. He's still a bit shaken, as you might expect, but thankfully he wasn't hurt, and he's staying with friends in the Springs tonight. There's some video from the friend's house earlier this evening. Now, Dotson lives in Cascade and was driving home from work when the flash flood on Highway 24 got him. He says all he could think of was getting out of his car and not getting hit by the vehicles floating past. And you see one of them going over there right now. Can you imagine if he'd been standing over there?
Oh, man.
When we saw him fall several times this evening, as he's about to do right there, but he got up and a passerby helped him to safety.
And it was raining pretty hard, but I thought I was going to make it. And I got to this one point and just walls of mud and water just came right at me. It happened immediately. There wasn't a warning or anything.
But again, the good news is Dotson is not hurt. He's staying with friends tonight, and things are going well for him, given the kind of day that he had earlier today. Now, Dotson says what he's going to do is that after earlier he had a change of clothes and got something to eat and took a shower, of course, because his clothes were just filthy. But he's feeling a lot better. He says he'll wait to hear from the State Patrol tomorrow about when he might be able to get his vehicle back. And then the question after that, of course, is when he can go home to Cascade, because he has a dog waiting there for him.
Oh.
But he says the dog should be okay because the dog had a big bowl of food this morning, so
yeah,
he should be good to go for a while.
Right. Well, boy.
One more thing I want to mention is Dotson wants to thank a guy named Ben Tilgman. That is the Good Samaritan who helped him out of the water after he fell there. He's a local optician, we're told, with medical training. And so he was able to use that medical training, too, to make sure he could get him out of there okay without him getting hurt. So he wants to thank Ben for helping him get out of that sticky and messy situation.
Well, I imagine he would probably tell people now, in hindsight, do what emergency managers and and the rescuers say, which is stay in your car.
Right.
But again, as we watched this, you can clearly see what was going through his mind watching these cars bobbing and spinning down the river here.
Well, we just saw, look at that. I mean, what if those cars had been on the driver's side rather than the passenger side he was trying to get out?
Yeah.
You know, we might not have been talking to him tonight.
No, so definitely lucky, and we're glad he's okay, and so glad that he was able to call us and let us know and talk to you and let everybody know that he did make it out, and he is doing okay, and thanks again to the doctor who helped him out.
Yeah.
Right now we want to go